Time here in Arizona, Secretary of State Katie Hobbs calling on our Attorney General Mark Brnovich to investigate the recent changes to USPS. Secretary Hobbs sending out several tweets saying she wants Attorney General Brnovich to investigate whether or not the Trump administration has committed a crime. Secretary Hobbs joining us live this morning to talk more about it. Secretary Hobbs, good morning to you. Do we have her?
Good morning.
Okay. All right. Glad to have you here this morning. So I want to get straight into this. What are your biggest concerns about the recent changes to the Postal Service?
Well, we've been watching the situation for a while, and what became really clear recently is that the changes are an attempt to undermine the Postal Service ahead of vote by mail for this November's election. The president said that himself last week, which is what prompted us to action to ask the Attorney General for an investigation.
So do you think what's going on is going to deter Arizonans from voting in November?
Well, today we're canvassing the official results of the primary election, where 88% of voters cast their ballots by mail. And so I think that shows their confidence in the system that we have here in Arizona. And we're going to continue to make sure that voters can cast their ballots as we head into November.
Yeah, I know Governor Ducey has commented on that before, saying that, the votes would be safe. So what is the state doing to ensure a timely and, more importantly, accurate election process?
Well, Arizonans are lucky that we have more than one option to vote. So you can vote by mail, you can vote early in person, you can vote on Election Day. And if you vote by mail, you can return your ballot in a lot of different ways. We have secure ballot drop boxes around the state. People can drop their ballots at early polling places on Election Day. And so we're going to make sure that voters have all this information, the information they need to participate and to participate safely in the election.
Okay, Secretary Hobbs, in less than 2 hours, you are going to be certifying those votes from the primary election that we had. So what is that process going to look like now?
Well, we'll be broadcasting it over live stream on our Facebook page at 10 o'clock this morning. And it's really just the official stamp of these are the official results from the election. And it certifies the nominees that will move on to the November election.
Okay, so, the primary, the first election we've had, obviously, during this pandemic. And so do you feel that there are going to be any changes, anything that we learned from that process that you'll be applying into the general election?
Well, we actually took a lot of lessons that we learned from the presidential preference election in March as we planned and prepared for this month's election. But certainly we'll be regrouping and looking at what we can do better in November. But I think things went really well, and we have had time to prepare, and I feel confident moving into November.
Have you had any comments, from Brnovich, from Attorney General Brnovich, about your tweets?
No.
You haven't heard anything?
No.
Okay. Do you expect to be reaching out again? Do you think you'll pursue this further?
Well, I think this is a great opportunity for two top elected leaders of the state to work in partnership to help uphold the integrity of our state's elections. And I hope that, as the Attorney General with investigative and enforcement authority with the Election Integrity Unit, that he would take this request for an investigation seriously.
Okay, Secretary of State Katie Hobbs, we appreciate you being on with us live this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you.